Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have my first week in Asia this year to share with you. I chose this floral kit from Heather Ann Plans because I actually don't have too many travel related kits, so I thought this floral one would be perfect because even though it was September, it was really hot in Asia. So I was away for 2 weeks. The first week, which is this week right here, I was in Hong Kong, Macau, and Guangzhou, China. And the second week I was in Taiwan, which I'll talk more about in a later video. I do have those travel vlogs already uploaded, so I'll link them on the screen as well as in the description, so you can check that out if you haven't already, if you are curious. So like I said, I'm using a Heather Ann Plans kit. I'm just putting down the foundation of the spread right now. I also pulled in a Scribble Prints Co functional sheet because this was a mini kit, so it didn't come with too many stickers. I put one row of glitter headers up at the top. Those are from Scribble Prints Co as well. And now I'm putting down my currently sidebar. So on Monday, I placed down a washi and this Labor Day holiday sticker from Paper and Milk. We actually left the Sunday the week before, so we were on the plane all day on Monday, and because of the time difference, we actually got there Tuesday morning. So we flew into Taiwan, and then from Taiwan headed to Hong Kong. Right now I'm using this plain sticker from Happy Dia to mark the flight to Taiwan. It's about, I think, 12 hours from San Francisco to Taipei. Then I put down a listen to music sticker. Well, this girl is from Fox and Cactus, and basically on long haul flights, I like to sleep as much as I can because I find that that's the fastest way to pass the time. But while I am awake, I do like to listen to music or read. I also put down this wine sticker from My Newest Addiction with a bow from Clever Gal Crafts on top because I like to have wine with my meals, especially because it's complimentary on most international flights, I believe, which is awesome. Then I used a label and a sleeping berry from Grin and Bear to mark that I pretty much slept the majority of the flight. I also read The Sympathizer by Viet Thanh Nguyen, which is a book that I had been wanting to read for a while, and I loaded it up on my Kindle. I used a Lola from Banana Doodle Shop to mark that. Moving on to Tuesday, we got into Taipei in the morning, and then we had a connecting flight to Hong Kong. And again, I used a plain sticker to mark that. I also put down a full box because we did have to wait a little bit at the airport, and then there was the flight, so it took up most of the morning. We got into Hong Kong in the afternoon. I used this bus sticker from Paper Blush Bar. She makes the best travel sheets. I always pull them in for travel weeks. I used that to mark that we took the bus to our hotel to check in, and then we went out for dim sum. I used a dim sum sticker from Crest Press. I was absolutely delighted to see that they had Minions buns. They were so cute. We ordered two. Definitely love getting dim sum in Asia because they have really cute things. Afterwards, we stopped to get some boba, of course, and I'm using a boba foiled sticker from Planning World to mark that. Then we went out shopping. It's really fun to shop in Asia, I think, because there are a lot of brands and items that you can't get here in the States. The shopping script is from My Newest Addiction, and of course we stopped by Starbucks. I was so thrilled to find out that Starbucks in Hong Kong has Oatly oat milk. They also have really cool different drinks, like they have Earl Grey jelly, which is my favorite. I really love Hong Kong Starbucks in particular. On Wednesday, we went to a breakfast buffet that our hotel offered, which was really good because they had like Eastern and Western cuisine breakfasts, which speaks to both my taste palettes as a Chinese American. Definitely ate too much, so that munchkin was perfect to mark that. And now I'm actually moving the bus sticker to Wednesday because we took the bus from Hong Kong to Macau, and I thought that would be more appropriate there. So instead, I pulled in a globe sticker for marking Hong Kong on Tuesday. It was actually my first time in Macau, which was really exciting because I'd been wanting to go for a while. They say Macau is like the Las Vegas of Asia. But before we went to the Venetian, we did do some sightseeing. I used a photographer munchkin to mark the ruins of St. Paul's. We also visited the fort, and this quarter box is from a Fox and Pip sampler. Again, we stopped by Starbucks just to see what they offer and to grab a coffee. Macau Starbucks had some unique items on there as well. They had like this coffee ball kind of thing. I thought it would taste like boba, but it actually wasn't very good. But they did have oat milk, which was pretty cool. So then we went to the Wynn Hotel. They have this show called The Dragon of Fortune. Basically, a big dragon comes out of the floor, and the ceiling like changes to reflect this dragon theme. It's pretty cool, actually. Afterwards, we went to the Venetian, which is exactly like the one in Vegas, but with like Asian influences. I think they also have the biggest food court in the world, and we did eat there. They have such a variety of delicious foods. I had my Portuguese egg tarts, which next to Portugal, Macau is probably the next best place to have it because of their Portuguese influence. I believe they used to be a Portuguese territory, so actually throughout the area you'll see a lot of Portuguese influence and Portuguese, the language, as well, so it's pretty cool. To mark all of the yummy food adventures, I used this happy character, happy girl from Fox and Cactus, my favorite. Moving on to Thursday, again, we had the buffet in the morning, and then we packed our bags. I'm using a suitcase from Piper Paper Company. We took the bullet train to Guangzhou that day from Hong Kong, and I'm using this ticket sticker again from that travel sheet from Paper Blush Bar. Here is where I decided to bring in those nano clouds to add a bit of cute cloud foiling to all of the icons that weren't foiled. I also decided to pull in some full box glitter and foil overlays. I don't love the way that the glitter one turned out because, as you can see, it's crooked, but it's okay. It was a special week, so I really wanted to pull in some special foil. Anyway, moving back over to Thursday, I'm marking the bullet train like I said, and I used a This Is Fine Maru in the Fire from Paper and Milk because when we got to China, I had to like pop a squat in the bathroom because most of their public restrooms there are like holes in the ground, like there's no toilet seat. It was definitely a culture shock moment for me. I mean, I have done that before in Tokyo, but not to the extent of China. Like Tokyo usually has options, like you can either sit on a toilet seat or pop a squat, but not in China, like you have to pop a squat. So it was definitely quite uncomfortable, but you know, that's just how it is. So we checked into our hotel and then of course we stopped by the 7-Eleven to grab some snacks because Asia 7-Elevens are awesome. They're not like the ones in the States. They have really good food, like snacks and drinks and stuff like that. Then we grabbed dinner with some family, and I'm using these chopsticks stickers from Paper and Milk, which should have been in my 2019 favorites video, by the way, because I love having chopstick stickers because as a Chinese person, I use chopsticks very frequently, especially when I'm out eating Asian food. I guess I should say as an Asian person, but yeah. So anyway, I love those chopstick stickers. I pull it in multiple times throughout this spread. On Friday morning, I went to get dim sum with my sister in the morning, and then we stopped by Starbucks because there was one right across from our hotel. Then we went out with family. My uncles took us to this place that served pheasant. Like, that was their most popular dish, the way that they made their pheasant, which is like a poultry. And they also had coconut water hot pot, which was really cool because I've never had coconut water in my hot pot broth before. This hot pot sticker is from Happy Daya. Then we went to sightsee around Fatsan is how you say it in Cantonese. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it in English. I think it's Fashan. I don't know. It's like weird to me to say it in English for some reason, but that's like where my mom's from. So my uncles took us around. They did like a little car tour thing, which I forgot to mark, so I'm moving stickers down to put it in right now. And then in the evening, we went to this kanji place that is called, like, it's not, how do I explain this? It's like a play on words. They call it like no rice kanji because kanji is basically a rice porridge, and they actually scoop the grains out and then put the leftover broth into a big hot pot in the center. And we had seafood. It was really good. And afterwards, we went to get milk puddings for dessert. And I had a ginger one. My sister had a coconut one. They were so delicious and smooth and soft. I wish we had a place like that in the States because honestly, like, I would eat it even though I'm lactose intolerant. Like, it's that good. On Saturday, we went to Taishan, Toisan, which is where my dad's from. It's about 2 hours away from the city. It's more of a rural village in the countryside, and we went to get dim sum before going to pay respects to our ancestors. That was one of the main goals for this trip for us. It was really humbling. First of all, it was 112 degrees with humidity, which was so hot. I have never been so hot in my life. I've never sweated so much in my life. There was no AC, and I was just like baking basically. But anyway, it was really humbling to see where my dad grew up, his house, and how they lived there. Like growing up, I had always just heard stories, and so I can imagine, but you can never really imagine it like it actually is. So getting to see that in person was really humbling and a really special experience for my siblings, my cousins, and myself. So that was definitely a, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just a really interesting and humbling and eye-opening experience. On Sunday morning, we had a really chill morning because the day before was quite strenuous. Like I said, we were out and about in such hot weather, which we're definitely not acclimated to. I mean, I grew up in California, if that tells you anything. So, anyway, we took it easy and then we actually went out. Like, my mom's classmates, like back when she went to school in China, took us out and showed us around Guangzhou. We had really yummy dim sum, and then we went sightseeing. We went to the Canton Tower. We also went on a little cruise on the Pearl River to see like the Guangzhou night cityscape. It's actually really pretty. Like there are a lot of, colors because of the buildings and everything. So that was nice. So that's what happened on the first week of my Asia trip. I'm just filling everything out. Like I said, if you want to see, what all of this looks like in real life, please check out my travel vlog. I don't think I did such a great job explaining everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot to put on the foil overlays for the second half of the spread, so I remember actually after I stopped recording, but just know that they are definitely in there. They're just not in the video.